to welcome you guys back to TooRealBuds podcast tonight. And very first for TooRealBuds, we got a interview tonight. Got a very, very special guest, music artist, local music artist from here in Charlotte, up and coming, very up and coming. My boy Alex Broken, someone I've known very, very long. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, man? It's Alex here, a.k.a. Hipster Broking, host of the Unplugged Radio show on WDRB Media. If you want to check us out, download the iHeartRadio app, search for WDRB. It'll click right up. We are the soul of Charlotte, and I'm here with my beautiful girlfriend and co-host, Bianca.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
So the link, you got SoundCloud, everything to link to all his medias will be in the description below. So be sure you guys click on that. Go show him some love.
Yo, check it out. I just dropped a song like about 2 weeks ago. Man, people are showing me love on that one.
So to start this episode, I just got to ask, what, you being up and coming and all that, what's the music culture? How good is the music culture here in Charlotte?
Yo, it's growing, dude. Like, I'm mad excited because I'm in the midst of it all. I'm not only just an artist, but I'm a producer as well. I'm a mixing and mastering engineer. So I'm basically starting my record label this year. And I got 4 or 5 artists that I'm working with. They're releasing albums before I'm releasing albums. But I don't know if you guys are fans of Wiz Khalifa. He has a song called, it goes... working on myself while I work on everybody else, and that's my concept. Like, I'm just trying to make multiple streams of income because I'm trying to see $1 million before I turn 25.
Yeah, Wiz worked with Edan and ID Labs.
Yeah.
Back when Mac Miller was producing up there in Pittsburgh.
Man, that was like really when I got into music and, grew a passion to be a creator of music.
So just to sort of ask, like, what got you into music? Like, what got you into this position now?
I think it's dance, man. Ever since I was young, I remember listening to alternative bands and kind of rock music, like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Bowling for Soup, Green Day, and I would just rock out, man, and dance around my room. And I was introduced to hip hop shortly after that with 50 Cent, Chris Brown, R&B type stuff, Usher. It was just crazy, bro.
So, do you have you done any live shows yet?
As in performing?
Correct.
Yeah, I've performed. Most of the time, it's like my first performance was at a talent show, like middle school type thing. I was dancing around up there with my boy Dante Montgomery. I'm not really sure what he's up to nowadays, but...
Is that the guy who's back in middle school who used to jerk?
Yeah, remember jerking?
Yeah.
You're a jerk, I know. Yeah. That's the type of jerking we talking about, guys. Yeah, it was a real fun, cringy time, but, it's cool, man. I remember we all used to rock skinny jeans, different colors. It was really crazy.
High top Vans.
Dude, that's still in style, bro. I love Vans, man. Vans and Nikes is like till I die. I never really got into Jordans. They just look too big on my feet.
So how big's the competition right now in the Queen City?
Dude, we're not even on the map. So competition is like nobody knows nobody exists. And if you're relevant, you're not really relevant. So, we're kind of like creating a scene for ourselves here. Like, if you go to any of the shows, like the local shows, they're kind of dead, but to me, dead is like 100, almost 200 people. Like, I want to see thousands of people out there in the crowd. You look at the LA scene, Lil Skies is really blowing up, and he just, his first show had 1,500 people in there, and it was just him headlining from the beginning of the show to the end of the show. And I was like, man, that's something I'm trying to like create here in Charlotte for all of us.
Yeah, I think that was the conversation me and you had about the other night about putting this motherfucker on the map.
Yo, yes, Charlotte is coming up, and, I want to be in the midst of it all. Like, I also DJ and stuff, and in Greensboro, I actually am part of a promotion team called Create, and we do, like, dubstep and trap and house music, and they're booking the headlining artists, and we were just talking the other day about having open decks where people could just come out with their USBs, and we'll just, like, mix and play with the CDJs and give everybody a chance to, like, practice on the professional equipment,
So hip hop's your main genre?
Yeah, I love hip hop, but like EDM is also my thing. So it's kind of like I don't know. I'm in the mix between two. Like,
You're just on a balance with it.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, one day I'll just be listening to dubstep all day. One day I'll just be listening to a bunch of hip hop all day. It's crazy. I'm gonna combine the two and create some new genre.
You got any samples to drop for us tonight for our fans?
Yeah, man. There's a song. One of my artists that I'm working with right now, his name is King Trill, and we'll drop that shit right now in the intermission. The name of the song is called Nitro. It's been produced by me, Hipster Broking, artist King Trill, boy coming out of Rock Hill. You already know what it is, 803. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Trills. Pistol on the beat. Look up in my wrist, I know you see my shit is froze. It's getting cold, try to take it, now your body swole. You ain't getting money, bitch, you know your ass is broke. And I got a lot of homies, I'm never alone. Spin heat like a Draco, I'm spinning rounds to the song. Don't need to read favors, nigga, I can do it on my own. No, they can't stop me, cause a nigga like me in the zone. You don't know what I know, so ain't no way can you be clone. Have you say you boss, pull up with that 4-4, aim it right up at your throat. Now nigga act like a whore, running straight to the police. Now the feds on a patrol. It's some things I cannot let go. Got a backwood in the swole. Shoot choppers, no reload. Got money on the dashboard. 25K that I want. 25K I want. I gotta eat a lot of grain. Give her meat that is protein. She gon' give me what I need. Give her what I need. Hey, young trick at the fat check. Nigga try to hijack. Get the money, put it in my brother bad bag. Get a bad hoe, hit it from the back back. I know niggas don't like this cause they whack whack. Got hoes loving on me, even though all they have from the project. Every single time I'm nigga with a little bitty.
So what's your main source for promotion? Is it, you know, you do a little balance of YouTube, or do you step out abroad? I know you were talking something about iHeart.
Yeah, I broadcast through iHeartRadio and the TuneIn applications, which are free for download. But I'm trying to move over to Facebook and YouTube, and I actually want to go live every Friday while my show drops, so that people can have visuals to like see and like see our faces and really catch our personalities. Because right now it's kind of like a podcast; it's just all voice. So as soon as we get that visual into play, I feel like we'll be able to compete with everybody else in the game.
Yeah, that's something me and him were talking about, because right now, the way we got our shit organized on YouTube right now, we're doing it by seasons and episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time, we're about halfway through our first season right now, and, you know, of course, you know, the first season of our podcast is just learning the ropes, you know, cutting down edit time and just finding ourselves and what we are as a show. But we've been talking about, you know, stepping this shit up to fucking to visual podcasts starting in season 2, and you know that's a huge step that we're gonna have to take. That, you know, all the top podcasts, at least on YouTube, and we want to move away from YouTube, you know, especially how they're trading their content creators nowadays. Ever since fucking Google bought them, and you know, small creators like us, you know, they, you know, ever since Google bought them, they shit on the small man.
Yeah, don't get discouraged either though, because, you know, as long as you're consistent, you have great content, like you'll gain a following, and nowadays, like if you're somebody who can inspire others, they'll support you no matter what you do. Like I moved from music, you know, I've DJ'd, I've danced, like every single little thing I've done, I built connections with my fans, and you know, they support me 100%, and I appreciate that. And most of the time nowadays, it's not even my friends or family. It's just literally people I don't know who just like respect what I do because I work hard.
I mean, yeah, I guess, I mean, of course, at the end of the day, it's just your ethic. I mean, it just seems that like 3 months ago, this was just an idea just to me and him, and then now we're fucking, you know.
Just wait, bro.
We're actually in the middle of practice.
Yeah, we're actually in the middle of, you know, recording. We actually, you know, got a room, we got an office, you know, we're doing it, and then that's step one to actually moving in the right direction, is just doing it, getting out there.
You guys have a good foundation though. Like I really like the name of your show.
TooRealBuds.
TooRealBuds, man, that's dope, dude. And you guys have each other to be able to push each other and, you know, inspire each other to keep going. Like,
no, for sure. I mean, and it's like, it's not one of those things like we just met up in a bar and we're like, yeah, let's do this. Like, we've been friends for what, 7 years now?
7 years, something like that.
Like really good friends, and just we're like, we'll sit there and talk in the room and just like play video games and talk shit to each other. And then one day I was like sitting there, I was like, man, you know, we should record this and like actually put it out for the people. Just let someone hear our nonsense and bicker.
Yo, you guys need to set up another TV in here and like actually play games while you guys just talk back and forth about bullshit all day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's entertaining, dude.
I was thinking about like having like a Twitch stream, like a Twitch channel, and just fuck with that a little bit.
Yeah, but like Twitch, like would I be able to like go live with my music production, or is it just strictly gaming?
I think it used to be strictly gaming, but the way that they're moving to now, it's just streaming in general.
Yeah, they want content.
The CEOs of Twitch have gotten really smart, because they know that, like we said before, YouTube is shitting on everybody right now.
Yeah.
Is that they broadened up their fucking horizons to get more people in, because a lot of people are leaving. The number of people leaving YouTube is astronomical right now.
Dang, man.
I know several content creators that I've just associated myself with and messaged, you know, this free promotion. They're all like, fuck YouTube.
Yeah, but YouTube is like, don't look at it like as a way of making money. Look at it as exposure, because everybody's on YouTube. the way that the analytics work with YouTube, like, you know, like search engine optimization. If you just learn your marketing, man, you could be up there. Like, say somebody clicks on the Sway in the Morning or whatever, like, you know, the Breakfast Club, and your video could be right there next, as long as you're marketing it correctly and paying for the ads and stuff like that. And, you know, that's another thing, especially for us small guys, because we don't necessarily have budgets like these big guys, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You know what? I woke up this morning, man, and I saw this thing with Conor McGregor. What is this about? I'm not really that big into sports, but did you see that, bro?
Oh, you're talking about the, yeah.
Yo, he picked something up and threw it at, like, the bus.
Yeah, so the guy who just won his belt, that he got stripped of because he's not competing.
So he lost his belt.
Yeah, he lost it, and some Russian guy, I forget his name, Lotov or something, he basically, Khabib went up to him with all his boys around and was talking shit after he got out of an interview talking shit in Russian.
Yeah.
He pretty much, Conor fucked.
He's boys with Conor, and Khabib was talking shit. So he was like, hey, yeah, Khabib's talking mad shit. Like, he's coming at me.
And they're homies.
Yeah, they're, like, big homies. And apparently Conor went to Dana White and was like, yo, like, this shit had to happen. Like, I had to, like, send a message. We are not to be fucked with.
Yo, that's crazy. That's mad shady.
He fucked up all of that whole like little incident. Fucked up all of UFC 223's fighting card. There was like 3 fights in that card that got canceled.
Man.
3 fights that I was like really excited for.
The good ones, the good fights.
Yeah, I just saw window smash. Somebody's bleeding. Everybody on that bus looks scared as hell.
He chucked the fuck out of that steel crowd.
He threw like 2 things apparently.
He doesn't look like the biggest guy, but he has a lot of power invested.
He's strong.
If you watch that Netflix special they had about him, I watched it about a week ago. Notorious.
No, I haven't even seen anything.
If you have Netflix and you want to know more about Conor McGregor, it's like his whole life fucking story.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. More definitely. I've been kind of stuck on that Rapture show in Netflix. Have you heard about it?
Rapture, no.
It's kind of like Culture, but Rapture. And, you know, it starts off with Logic, him explaining his Everybody album, and it's just showing him, like, how he tours, how he does a show, how he runs his entire, like, you know, music thing. And it's crazy because right now he's not being backed up by the label. Like, he's coming out of pocket with everything. So it's just like, you can see the amount of stress each artist puts into their work. And, you know, what's his name? Not NBA Youngboy. It's A Boogie is on there. Nas is on there. 2 Chainz is on there. It's just like going into each one of their lives and showing you like behind the scenes. And it's more like a documentary than anything because I just got put onto the show. What's that show called? Entourage, I think it's called.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. I just got onto that and I'm trying to check that out. I haven't really been able to get into it because it doesn't seem as real. And that's kind of what I like nowadays, just raw realness, you know?
The movie was okay.
Huh?
The movie was okay. They had an Entourage movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was okay.
I got to check it out, man. I just know that it's like a show with like many, many, many episodes into it. But maybe if I start out with the movie, I can get like...
Maybe they'll feature you one day.
Yo, I'll be up on there.
The main character, honestly.
I really got...
Really good.
I'm into the acting, bro. I love movies, man. You know, I wanted to go to school for CGI because like it just blows my mind when I see those explosions and they look so real, but they're fake. You know what I'm saying? And like real things, like somebody will look at their hand and it just starts disappearing away and stuff like that. It's just like that stuff just interests me, and I want to go and learn how to do all of it. You know, one day I see myself being a movie director if I'm not running my own record label. Like, I don't see myself wanting to be the next Atlantic Records or Columbia, you know, or like
Capitol.
Interscope. Like, yeah, I don't see myself being the next one of those. But if it happens to grow and people like fuck with me because I'm real and they want to support me and they want to be independent, like that's basically what would happen, because I'm not trying to like, you know, rape all these artists like all these other industry people are. Because if I have like hundreds and thousands of artists, like how would I have time to focus on each one of them?
Yeah, it was like I was talking to my homie. He runs a podcast up in Indiana. He runs a really big sports podcast. They got a little over 600,000 subscribers. It's called True Blue HQ Media, and they interview like local professional athletes, you know, members of the Indiana Pacers, Indianapolis Colts, all that. He was like, so what's your goal, to be like Joe Rogan? You know, he named a few other podcasters. I'm like, we're just trying to be our fucking selves and create our own goddamn brand.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's going to be about us and about ourselves and about our audience. You know, we're not trying to be like anybody else. Rogan does his own thing, and it fucking works solely for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets to interview famous people, and you know
Yeah.
we're still local. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
we
even
would like to be as big as him, but we're not stepping to the same direction as him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the thing I love about Rogan, it's like he has so much diversity. Like, he can pull a UFC guy one day, and then 2 days later be like, oh, you know what, I'm feeling like interviewing a comedian.
Yeah.
He can do that.
Yeah,
And
that's crazy.
so insane. Like, he has scientists. Like, I've heard an episode where he had a guy literally break down every step of an atom.
Dang. On the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he can.
What's
and
cool?
he's smart enough to like keep up and be competent with these dudes.
Yeah.
What's cool about Rogan is like one of my favorite episodes of his podcast is when he had the debate over with the guy over how the Earth is not flat, and this guy was like,
Yeah, I was listening to that one, man.
he was like, I'm crazy, bro, but he brings people on his podcast that even he disagrees with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's what I respect about him too, man. That's crazy. One of my friends, his name is Beto. He's starting a clothing brand called Beto Trip, and I've
What's
been
his
there.
first name?
Brian.
Brian Beto, yeah.
Yeah, man. He makes music too, and that's what we really started connecting on. But you know, he kind of like put away the music thing a little bit to like start on his clothing brand, and you know, his idea is like he wants to have exclusive, you know, short supply, high demand. You know, like he doesn't want to have like be the next Walmart or be the next like Supreme or like anything like that. He doesn't want to be a streetwear brand. He just wants to, I don't know, create beautiful art, and like people who really support his designs, like only they would know and only they would like get his stuff, which is a little weird. You know, I tried to talk to him. I was like, dude, you have a talent. You know what would happen if you had like a machine behind you? He was like, but that will like destroy the entire like passion for it and the art for it. He just wants to do it himself, and you know, I can only respect him for that because that's what I did with my empire that I'm building. And that's the reason why I named my radio show Unplugged, because Unplugged Radio, like, we're giving you the opportunity to come and plug yourselves in. You know, I'm like reaching out to independent artists. I'm reaching out to like small part guys like us who really are just starting, and you know, we just need that foundation. And with iHeartRadio, there's literally millions of listeners, and they could come across our show, and the radio station here in Charlotte is pretty reputable. So, you know, we have an event coming up April 14th. We're going to be giving away cash prizes, bicycles, free food. It's going to be crazy. I think they're teaming up with a church. Definitely we'll give you the details, see if you want to come out there and stuff like that. There's going to be a bunch of people, barbers, free haircuts, just giving back to the community because they supported us this whole way.
Yeah, that's the way to go. And like we were talking about the other night is, you know, Charlotte is not that big on the map as far as media goes, but that's an opportunity for us because if we were in LA or Chicago or New York where the media's competition's so high,
Right, we'll be so small
we
there.
would be
Yeah,
even
we're little-
smaller than what we were now.
Yeah, we're
than
little
what we are
minnows in the
now.
ocean.
So that's why you
Yeah.
got to build your skill too, because they're looking for people like us out there. But out there, there's just so many like, you know, mimics and jokes and copycats, and you know, if anybody can make it out there, then why can't we? You know, especially if we're here, we can build this empire here and like pick and choose like people who are seriously passionate about it and who aren't just trying to get into it because it's kind of the trending thing to do right now. You know, because everybody wants to be in the limelight, but I just really want to create. I'm really passionate about creating, and that's why the promotion team out there is called Create, man. We all out there just making magic.
Yeah, you know, like, you know, we're in the podcast game. You're more in the music game. You know, no matter what our game is, at the end of the day, we are all content creators. We all are parts of the media, as you can say.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, mainstream media today is so corrupt. You know, like CNN, Fox News, you know, not even going to get political, but...
I was telling my girlfriend about that yesterday.
And there's so much adverse media that people don't even... You can just look out your backyard and, you know, there's people back there making their own types of media. You know, you don't... I was never the type to listen to mainstream artists. I always try to look for local, independent
Same.
people, you know. And then, you know, of course, I listen to, you know, some mainstream bands and, you know, artists, you know.
Like, you can't not listen to Drake. Like, Drake is flame.
Correct.
He's always been flame.
And I knew, like, when we were in middle school, that's when Mac Miller started getting big.
Yeah.
I knew about Mac Miller long before anybody else did. When Donald Trump came out, he released that song, Donald Trump, and everybody's like, oh, you got to hear this guy named Mac Miller. I'm like, you mean Easy Mac? And they're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you
With
talking
the
about?
cheesy rap.
Yeah. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, you know his name is it was Easy Mac before Mac Miller. No, I didn't know that. See what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I had my hand in his music long. When he released But My Mac and Ain't Easy, that was the first mixtape I ever fucking bought. And I bought it on, like, SoundCloud.
You have it?
I don't have it anymore. I bought it digitally, and I fucking lost it when my own computer got fried. But
You
Man,
probably find it on like.
it's on
Spinrilla or
YouTube. It's on
something, yeah.
YouTube now.
I've tried searching for it, bro, and because I heard him in an interview saying if anybody has it, like, you better not let it out because like he'll get like super mad because it's just like back in the old days to him. The first song I actually heard from him was Senior Skip Day.
Yeah.
It was so nostalgic, bro. Like I just had it on repeat every day, all day.
First song I ever heard of his was Jay's on My Feet, and that was on that same mixtape. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
nah.
dude, this kid is gonna be somewhere. And it's funny because he started out in the bedroom just like we started out in. So I mean, like we talked about before, there's endless amounts of opportunity.
Yeah, that's how Amazon started, out of somebody's garage, man. And now it's the biggest
Apple started in Steve Jobs' garage.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Metallica, the big band Metallica, garage.
Yeah,
So I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere.
exactly. And that's pretty smart too, because like if you think about it, say, you could save so much money on going out and like renting a studio to like, build your radio station or build whatever, like to have it on site. But like me, I would just get a really nice house and like devote a certain section of the house to like have a home studio, so to where I could like run the radio station there and also like run an actual recording studio there where artists could come through. And a lot of big name artists, that's what they do too. They have studios at their house and they just invite their artist friends over and they'll just like, they have full freedom, because at some places you can't smoke inside there. Some places you can't get too trashed because you might mess up equipment, and they don't care when they're at their
we
house.
get fucked up in here. We get fucked up in
You
here.
already know, turn up. Yeah, it's crazy though, bro.
But I think we're gonna wrap it up here, man. I want to thank you, Alex, man, for definitely coming out and
Oh yeah, appreciate it, guys,
doing
man.
this interview for us. It was our pleasure to have you on our show today. Definitely needed a banger.
Hell yeah.
This week. I don't know if I told you, but our last video got suppressed by YouTube. I got a nasty email from YouTube.
Why?
Over a fucking...
Fuck YouTube, over a meme.
Over a fucking
Over a
meme.
meme I found on Google.
A meme?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You know that kid David Hogg, that gun rights activist?
He's like, I'll show you.
I'll show you. I'll pull it
Yeah,
up.
he's gonna fucking he'll show you.
We'll have it on this one.
We're not
again,
gonna
too.
put it up. We're not gonna
Fuck.
put it up on the actual video this week because I ain't trying to get
I
suppressed.
got suppressed over this.
These Tide Pods ain't half bad. Are you serious?
Yep,
That's it?
that's it.
That's what got me suppressed.
Do you know how much stuff is on YouTube nowadays?
You can learn-
Comparable?
you
Should
could-
it be on YouTube?
You're gonna suppress the small guy over that meme, but yet you can Google or YouTube how to make a bomb, and you can make a fucking bomb.
That's crazy as hell. Hell no,
They're
that's crazy as
tripping.
Apparently
hell.
they're suppressing
They tripping.
like,
Dude,
gun owners and stuff like that.
I was watching a compilation last week on near deaths, like near GoPro deaths or whatever, and like I'm just watching all this crazy stuff happen, and right next to it was like deaths caught on camera. How are they gonna show people dying on YouTube?
Oh my god.
For real, they have people like literally dying on YouTube and crazy car crashes and stuff like that, where people are dying and stuff like that, and it's just like, I don't know,
But yeah, you're gonna suppress.
a meme
Because I went to go check
about Tide Pods.
I use Social Blade to look at all our I use Social Blade to look at all our statistics, and I was looking at our statistics for our video we just released. I'm like, something's not right with this shit. 'Cause,
Hook me
like,
up with that.
We're only fucking stuck at 20 views. Like, nah, something's not right about that bullshit.
Yeah.
And then I happened to go on my Gmail and I was like, message or priority email from YouTube. I'm like, oh, this can't be good. This can't be good. And then like 3 days later, the YouTube headquarters gets shot up, and I sent him a text message talking about, oh yeah, God's on our side, right? And I'm like, oh, that was so fucked up. But fuck them, you know what I mean? Like,
Shout out to you guys for like making the hairs on the back of the neck stand up, because I don't know if they had the audacity to email you guys, and at least they're watching. You know what I'm
I
saying?
guess someone happened to view it, or flagged it, or when you upload and it says processing, in reality there's a moderator fucking going through it. I'm like,
I think it's all computer generated now.
You
I
could have
don't
gave me a
think.
fucking heads up before I clicked upload. I could have went back and took the meme out. I mean, Jesus Christ, but
I feel you guys.
A fucking disclaimer at the bottom: viewers' discretion advised.
I mean, I would think
You
the
might be
pot
offended
the
by
pot
it.
leaf in our logo would be the disclaimer in itself that like this is not for children.
We don't keep it politically correct here. We just say what we want.
All right, guys, it's your boy Alex Broking, aka Hipster Broking.
So yeah, all our social medias for TooRealBuds and
Hipster Broking.
Hipster Broking will be all in the description below. I encourage everyone to check that out.
Check out Unplugged Radio on
Unplugged,
iHeartRadio.
for sure. Shout out to Unplugged.
Tune in.
And this is TooRealBuds podcast, and we are